Hi, I'm Albert. These are vlogs about nothing. And so right now, I think it's rather imperative that we speak, or I talk to you guys about digital pets. What exactly, in what kind of medium I mean when I say digital pet, why I think they're such a big deal for a lot of us, especially I'd say within my age group, and how it means a lot to us within our age group, and how it always sucks when people take things that mean a lot away from you and you have no recourse for action to address the grievance. Although there is always a solution to problems, especially the tough ones, and in the links in the description below, there's all kinds of cool and useful information as it pertains to that regard. All right, so anyways, a digital pet is something that arguably began on May 1st, 1997, which is, yay, I know, coincidentally, tomorrow's May 1st, making it the 27th birthday of the digital pet, some would argue, in that Japan started selling Tamagotchis to its residents on May 1st, 1997. And you can look all this up yourself, links in the description below. But yes, according to their website, to Bandai and to Wiki, tomorrow is their birthday. And so I think that's really cool. It's important to note, however, that the Tamagotchi wasn't available to the US consumer until June of the following year. And so it's not technically the United States Tamagotchi birthday tomorrow, but in fact, its predecessor and its parent, the OG Tamagotchi's birthday is tomorrow. And I think that's really cool. And so, fun little fact, they've actually sold 93 million units in the past 27 years, and I find that quite remarkable. I mean, people my age, sometimes I'm probably guess as to if it's even still a thing or a product that you can buy. It most definitely is. And it most definitely is just maybe not as popular to us, or we think that because, well, we're not kids anymore. But yeah, Tamagotchis. And the really thing cool about Tamagotchi, and I didn't know this, is that Tamagotchi is what's called a portmanteau, which is in linguistics the combination of two words from within that same language. So, for example, a portmanteau in English is smog, a combination of the two words smoke and fog. So another good example of a portmanteau is Spanglish in its definition. Spanglish, Spanish and English, not in its implementation, as it's the combination of speaking two different languages. So there is a difference there. But portmanteau is cool. So Tama comes from the Japanese word tamago, which means egg, and achi comes from the Japanese word which means watch. And so Tamagotchi, egg watch. I think it's so clever. I think that as I do this stuff and as I'm talking to myself out loud in my room, I'm like, I really want a Tamagotchi. And I will get a Tamagotchi because I really want one. And I just, yeah, whatever I got to do to get one, I'm going to do it because I really want a Tamagotchi. And as it pertains to digital pets, and this is more of a serious thing I want to get into, even though it's kind of a silly subject, but to all of my Neopet friends out there, this is the next area of discussion. We've moved on from the inception of the digital pet, arguably being the Tamagotchi, and in second place, obviously, the Digimon and all of these things. The Digimon experience was another cool one, kind of pre-Pokemon, kind of, it's just digital pets. I didn't even include Pokemon in all of that story, but to me, it's Digimon, Tamagotchis in the same kind of class, and then Neopets. So Neopets was started in 1999, according to the website, and this is something that is cool because, as I was telling my roommate the other day, and I could not make this up, but for the past few weeks or so, I had been trying to get access into my Neopets account. My Neopets account means the world to me. I have raised these digital pets. And what is Neopets, if you didn't already know? Neopets is a website that you can go on, sort of like how Club Penguin used to be, and kind of, but Club Penguin was a step above from Neopets. In Neopets, you get these points and you complete these games and there's all these stories, and it really is one of the coolest creative concepts in storytelling that I've ever been able to see myself, and because of such, I love Neopets. I'm only 36, and if the website's only been around, 25 years, I've been playing it more than half of my life. And so what's serious about this is that recently, I didn't know, but they were acquired by a larger company, and at which point they have made users reset their passwords and usernames without giving the people who are trying to reset them any sort of help or anything. But interesting stuff. I've included links in the description below to file a complaint with the Better Business Bureau to the company who started Neopets. And it's not just me. And I brought up my roommate just a couple of seconds ago because I was infuriated that I was not able to get into my Neopets account. Again, for those of us who have ever played it for any even substantial period of time, know that it means a lot, and you invest a lot of not only your time, but in some instances, actual money. And the fact that so many users, and again, it's hilarious. I had no idea that there were this many people upset about the exact same thing that I just went through a few days ago in terms of trying to access my Neopets account and its relevance, and how many people are just as upset as I am. I mean, so upset that there's an entire collection of grouped complaints filed against the new owners of the neopets.com name, specifically for not allowing us our account access or not being helpful to try to get us back into our accounts. And yeah, if you haven't tried to sign into your Neopets account in a while, it might be difficult and or impossible. And again, that's the complaint. And I'm not the only one saying this. Again, check out those links, and some of these people are pretty clearly very upset, as am I. And in fact, when I do get around to following that link myself, I am also going to file a complaint against the Jumpstart team from Neopets because of they've taken away my account for no reason, limited my access without my consent, and it's just a nightmare. But it is in fact not their account, and it is in fact something I've been working on more than half my life. But I say, and I had brought that up because I did send a despairing letter, a rather rude letter to the Neopets team, and expressing my feelings as to how they killed my Neopets. And there's no other way to say it, and that might sound silly, but yes, I'm fairly certain they're not going to allow me on the website any longer. And again, I at least got my opinion across to the Neopets team. TNT. If you've ever known anything about submitting a ticket to TNT, just let me tell you that if you haven't done it in the past couple years, it got worse. And so, no, just immeasurably worse. And so, yeah, I'm still going to file that complaint with the Better Business Bureau. I just know that it's not going to help me in any kind of a way, because I just lost close to 10 million Neo points, 4 really cool Neopets, and an account that my daughter's mom helped me start that meant a lot to me because of the time that I had spent in my life at that particular period doing all of the things that I did, not only just with myself, but again with my daughter's mom and stuff. And so it's unfortunate at best. But moving on, we've talked about Tamagotchi in Digimon a little bit, and then we talk about Neopets and then its graduated form of Club Penguin, which my younger siblings were active participants on, but I never got into. Different age demographic, not so much younger, but definitely younger, and at least for me, And so then I'm looking into what to present us in the future for digital pets, and I go down this rabbit hole learning about Ludo bots and entertainment bots. I can't discuss these things with you because they are beyond my quick comprehension. It's going to take a while for me to learn about Ludo bots and entertainment bots, which are specifically mathematical, and I'm really cool with that because I enjoy learning about math when I can, for sure. But I definitely will admit that some of the higher level intellect as it's required that's needed for some of these mathematical concepts is something that takes me a little bit longer to absorb, and these Ludo bots are going to force me to learn some stuff about new mathematical concepts and stuff. It's this thing, and I again encourage you to check out the links in the description below. But instead of talking about Ludo bots and entertainment bots, which are the next evolution part of the next evolutionary stage of digital pets, I will talk about robotic pets and how I think that I would have just as much fun with a robotic dog that I would as like a Tamagotchi. The only difference being that I can put a Tamagotchi in my pocket and or my keychain, and the robotic dog would probably take up a little bit more space. Funny fact, my roommate is a product tester, and hopefully he'll be able to get his hands on a robotic dog because I just find the whole idea incredibly fascinating. Two sort of bachelors, two straight single dudes living in the same place, and we're both like rocking, robotic dogs. I mean, it's not like the apartment's gonna let us have real dogs or anything. And even if they did, it's a little bit too small to have like a real animal or whatever. So a robotic dog is just great. It's going to be awesome. And there will be a day when I am on this vlog showing you my robotic dog. Just as I'm sure there will be one soon when I'm showing you my Tamagotchi. But I've already spent 12 minutes talking about digital pets. I hope that you continue to watch these videos, subscribe, share, comment. I think that'd be kind of cool. Try to be nice, but you can be mean too. That's fine. I don't really mind. I just want the conversation. And so, yeah, digital pets. Don't forget, if you have a problem with Neopets, seriously, follow the link in the description below and file a complaint through the Better Business Bureau. Join myself and several other dozen people who are really upset that the new Neopets owners have just completely, arguably robbed us of a good part of our life that we had no consent into what was going down as account owners and holders. It's just kind of frustrating. Have a good night.